figure out the laptop.
Now we're live.
One of these days.
Yeah. Yeah. I just heard something beep in my house. Yeah.
We are live.
Nice. See if Mark shows up.
Should.
It rearranged our pictures. Interesting.
Huh.
Okay, so live chat. Oh, okay, so nobody's put anything in there yet. I just can't see it.
For some reason, I can't even find my own video.
That ain't
been trying to do
good.
this whole time. Somebody else sees it live, right?
I have live up in the corner of mine.
Yeah, I had that.
I'm sure Donna's going to be up on the computer in a minute, so she'll have it pulled up.
Cool. It says my status is okay.
Okay. What in the world?
I sent a test message to see if the chat was working, and it is.
Nice. Well,
I got to get used to looking up there at the camera instead of down at the screen where I'm used to looking. You know?
I did the same thing. I look down at the screen and I'm looking at you guys, and then in my corner, it looks like I'm looking down at the bottom of my phone.
Okay, now that's just weird because, you know, that 30-second or whatever delay. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not at my computer tonight or anything, because it was playing with my brain last week.
Yeah, last week I just had to like block it right out. Just put my hands up
Yep.
and it's not there. Just look at the chat.
Any viewers on yet?
On. Howdy, viewer.
Yeah. Come, say something so we know who it is. I got a few little goodies to show off, so we'll see once we get some people on here.
Did you see Brendan Picante's video? When did that go live? Yesterday or today?
He did. I think he put it up this morning at some point.
It was late last night, right around 11, 12 o'clock last night.
Was it
Did you
last
see
night?
Rob all through it?
Yeah, yeah.
It was every couple seconds. I'm like, there's Rob. There's Rob again.
Yep.
Rob, were you one of the ones that got to try ACF sauces?
ACS?
ACF, Allegheny City Farms.
Allegheny City Farm sauces?
I wasn't able to try it because it's got tomatoes in it. The hot sauce one I couldn't. The jalapeno one I did, and I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Did you try the ahi pineapple?
No.
No.
The guy who brought them only had the two.
Okay. Ron he brought. Okay. It was Ron that brought them, right?
I honestly don't know. They just appeared on a table and people were passing it around.
Oh. Okay.
Well, if you looked at the table that was sitting there, you know, and how it was set up, everybody would just kind of sneak up, grab a sliver off of something, and go on their way.
Yeah.
The container that was, you know, like that big with all the pods in it, that was for me, and the cheese I brought, and all of the powdered bottles I brought. And yeah, it was a good time. We had a real good time.
I was mad.
Good thing to bring when there's hot peppers.
Yeah.
Bring dairy.
Well, you get a bunch of chili heads together.
Aaron Hernandez is in the chat.
What's up, Aaron?
He says, "Hey, what's going on, Aaron?"
Rev's in control of the comments and Rob. So if you say anything, I don't say it.
I've got it on my screen with a 30-second delay, totally messing with my head over here. So.
So Rob, how many of you were there?
By the time we left, there were, I think I counted 33 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it started slow because of the misunderstanding with the directions.
Right.
And this park is like a good 300 feet across, and it's like 4 blocks. So the address for Google was on one side of the park, and he actually set up on the other side. Luckily, I ran into somebody who was there that knew where he was and buzzed us over there. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
All right.
There was a guy handing out different sauces from a company that he stopped by on the way over. He was the guy that came from West Virginia, and he was passing out 7-ounce bottles of hot sauce.
Yeah.
They were ghost pepper ones and pretty fantastic. And another guy was handing out hot chocolates, 3 levels of heat chocolates. That was pretty cool. And peppers galore all over the place.
Nice.
I never got the guts up to the whole one. Go again next year? Well, I've been talking to Brendan on the side, and if you read the comments in the last video that he did, he's got something in the works.
Right.
And isn't saying anything about it, so I'm not going to say anything about it, but he let me in on what it was and offered my help and that kind of stuff for it. So if it's going to be something, it'll be hopefully in January.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's when my vacation time renews itself.
Coincidence?
Because I told him, I said, man, I had no vacation. Well, all the vacation days I had left were already scheduled. And then we ended up doing this regatta this past weekend. I was like, I so desperately wanted to get up there for it.
Yeah, it was fun. He planned it to go, from noon to 3, and he ended up, like he said in the video, at the very end, 4 hours long. So he didn't leave until after 4.
Right.
But there were people there that would give you a run for your money.
Yeah.
I'll give both of you a run for your money too, I guess.
Yeah.
The twins?
The twins?
Were they actually twins? The 2 guys that ate the Kraken?
I am not 100% sure. It was Perry, and I forget the other guy's name. And I don't know, but they were awfully friendly. You knew each other well, and when they ate them, the parts that you didn't see were pretty interesting. And the aftermath got the shorter guy a little more than it got Perry, and yeah, it was it was fun.
Nice.
You know how it is when your adrenaline gets flowing and you can't sit still. Well, they were both roaming around really well.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I watched the video twice just so I can get that feeling that I was there with you guys.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've watched it 4 times so far.
Nah.
I watched it once by myself, and then this morning I watched it again. And then 2 of the people that came with me, I showed them it. So it was in the shop, so watched it 4 times. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can't help it.
Well, yeah, I had 4. Like I said, 4 of the people came with me, and there's you, there you are again, there you are again, there you are.
When I first seen you, I was like, I know that guy. Who is that? And then it finally dawned on me. I'm like, it's Rob.
Yeah, luckily, I already knew you were there. So when I watched the video, I was already looking for you, because normally I never know. And it'd be like almost towards the end of any video. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, I think I know that person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I get for missing the live feed Saturday night. I didn't know you were going to be there.
Well, he was already there by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Perry guy was actually in a video Brendan's like 3 weeks ago doing a couple of pot eating, video. And when I walked up and he was standing there, I'm like, you look familiar. Uh-oh, looks like Dave froze.
Yeah.
I gotta move. I gotta move to the other side. My phone keeps cutting out on me.
Oh, there it is.
I might get a little darker over here, but
So Dave, Brendan sent you like a GCR or GRC 21500.
yeah,
What do you think of those?
I liked them. He said, I think that's what was that what it was? It was the OCGN that he sent.
Okay, a little, maybe 3/4 inch round pepper that was slightly orange with a slightly darker top.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I believe you had some of those there too, but the 21500s, yeah, that kind of sent me for a loop. Not knowing how hot this little tiny pepper was, yeah, woke me up real quick.
Never
It's them little ones that seem so innocent. Them little ones seem so innocent.
Yeah, well, on the plate in the video, you can see these little tiny white ones. They look like little caterpillars. And yeah, I ate half of one of those, and yeah, I had to not eat anything else for a little while. I went after the cheese.
Now, was it cheese that you made, or?
I just thought I brought. I figured it. People might need something to calm down a little bit with, so I thought either milk or cheese. Cheese will be easier to transport and easier to eat. And on top of that, you can suck on it.
Yeah. Milk, milk can go warm and spoil. Cheese can last a little while longer.
Well, figure it was only about like 62 degrees and overcast.
Oh, wow.
So it wasn't like it was sitting out in the sun or anything like that. We were under some big trees. Quite a nice park.
It looked pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I see the picture switch between the two of you when you're talking, but it doesn't switch to me. Is that me or that's something else?
Nah, I'm seeing you.
Yep.
Oh, okay, then I just guess I don't get to see myself. Because I don't know if I should be looking there or down there.
Second delay.
Yeah. Like when I talk, I don't see myself. I just see whoever. I see who was ever the last one to talk.
Okay, I just switched over to the live feed, and yeah, I can see myself there. So I never know if I should look up at the camera or if I should be watching my screen.
I keep forgetting. I just like every once in a while I'll creepily look at the camera, like, hey, over there.
It's like you're staring off into space or something, or watching a TV show.
Well, I'm staring at the monitor where I can monitor the chat and stuff, but the camera is just slightly off a little bit.
Yeah. Is there anybody else besides Aaron on there yet?
I don't know. They're not commenting. There's 3 people watching, though.
Well, I know Donna is.
With 3 thumbs up. Hey. Always love those thumbs up.
Nice.
That being said.
Rev, this news is for you. I don't know if you know yet. You probably do, but I don't know if you did or not. Allegheny City Farms is running a sale on their new sauces.
I think I did see that. I saw that everything but the Harvest Edition, right?
It was a 4-pack. Yeah, it's got the jalapeno splash, the Kung Pao Rush, the ahi pineapple, and I don't remember for the Harvest Edition.
Yeah, I need to get some more of that stuff. I only have like a half a bottle left.
I'm telling you, that jalapeno splash, wow. It's not hot. Very, very mild, but good God. Flavor. It's like almost eating like Rob. Is that one of the ones you tried?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
Because it was just he had the main hot sauce from Allegheny Farms and then the jalapeno one.
Okay,
the one
yeah.
that was green.
Yeah. The jalapeno splash.
Yeah.
That seems to be becoming a big hit quickly.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't like the original, that's definitely an alternative.
Well, and the original has the heat. These three don't really have a whole lot of heat because he did them for flavor and just to use for everybody else. He kind of make him like an E for everybody type thing.
E for everybody.
Yeah, I love saying that.
Rated E for everybody.
But that jalapeno splash, man, we did it at the regatta yesterday. Wow, the samples. And as soon as I took, because I hadn't tried it since I tested the sample batch that he made, and I tried it a couple months ago. So I kind of was like, yeah, it's good, but I don't really remember. So as soon as I sampled it at the festival yesterday and went off about it, it started moving because people just coming up and they're like, oh, wow, let me try that. And then, so I was like, my God, you guys, if you like hot sauce, you got to try this. But if you like salsa, you really got to try this.
I don't know how well this is going to show up, but this little guy right here, nice little piece of chocolate, and it has actual chunks of habanero in it. If you let it melt in your mouth, you can actually find the chunks of the habanero. And yeah, it's a little on the warm side. One of the guys who was there brought a whole big mess of them.
Homemade?
No, it's company made. It's his company, but I got his business card somewhere. But they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mouth is heating up already.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, if you got his info, like he's got a website or if he's on Facebook, I'm always down for. I'm always looking for the candies because not many people do it.
Mm-hmm.
At least with chocolates, anyways. It seems like there's not a whole lot of chocolate, and then the mass-produced stuff, they don't have heat at all that you can buy in the stores. But
yeah, like the Skittles hot, they're supposed to be really hot, but they're not even habanero or not jalapeno hot.
No, they got a hint of. It's like a hint of heat, if it's even that. That's like, oh man, the Starburst. I'm partial to Starburst and Skittles though. I always have been, but I was like, I like them, but I'm not going to go to people and go, wow, yeah, they got heat. No, they don't.
Yeah. I haven't even heard of those things yet.
Yeah.
Well, they're not officially released yet, from what I understand. They're not supposed to release until sometime in December, but they let a few test market areas have some samples just to see how it would go on a test basis. Yeah. And apparently it went well because they're supposed to go into production sometime in December and be released before Christmas nationwide. Nice. Yeah, because right now, one of the small packs, if you want to get one, they're like $4 or $5 to buy it from somebody who got a chance to get some of them.
Right. I had a guy down in Texas. He sent my guy. Just found out recently. Saturday. So, and I didn't make a beeline over there yet, but you know.
Unfortunately, Dave, you're losing your connection, and we didn't hear most of what you just said.
Oh, was it getting all that tingy sound?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's done that a couple times when you guys were talking. I'm like, oh, geez. Huh. Yeah, I said our local Walmart, I guess, has them now.
Oh, cool.
At least that's from what I was told. The one girl that works at our store over at Ace, she said they actually have the bags of the Starburst now. She didn't see the Skittles, but she found the Starburst. So, Rev, if I... Go ahead, bro.
I wonder if Walmart did a little muscling of them and said, here, we need to produce this now so that they'd get the exclusive on it.
Yeah.
I've seen Walmart do that with a couple of companies around here, you know, basically tell them we want it now. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where the companies need to say, no, sorry.
Well, there was one company in town, and I'm not going to name it because it's a national company, but a friend of mine worked there, and Walmart came in and said, we want 10,000 units, but we want them in 3 months.
Right.
And they had to go from 2 shifts a day to 3 shifts a day, and from 5 days a week to 7 days a week, and they still came up short in the 3 months' time.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the kind of buying power Walmart has.
Yeah. So I tell everybody, they're the retail king of the world for a reason.
Okay, so Dave, it's been mostly us talking. I think our other third person here needs to speak up on something.
I was just listening to you guys. I'll join in. I just didn't want to cut in.
Hey, be rude, man. We don't care.
Well, no, I will. I just didn't have anything to add. I was just letting the story progress, hearing what you guys were saying and everything.
You got to be like Walmart. Just muscle your way in.
So Aaron is out there and said, hey guys, and we said, hey back. So Aaron, what's up with you today? As in, what are you up to? Not the way it came out.
About 5'7". Oh, what? Probably like 6 feet.
Yeah, Aaron joined us for quite a while last week.
Yeah.
Anybody here from Anthony? Anthony Nunez?
No.
I sent him a text a couple times and I haven't heard back from him. So I know he kind of went quiet social media wise there too for a while. So I'm trying to get a hold of him and I haven't heard back from him yet.
No, now that you mention it, I haven't seen anything pop up on anything like Google Plus or YouTube or anything.
No, even Facebook, I went and was looking and he had a couple posts that he just did. I think one today, maybe one yesterday, and it was just about a song or whatever that he was listening to.
Although I did, I had a bunch of subscriptions, and JT was one of them, and there's a few other ones, but they just stopped showing up in my feed. And I've got like a ton of subscribers that I subscribe to, and I've just been noticing my feed has been like slowing down, and I thought that was just people, you know, fading out like they usually do and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, like JT's stuff wasn't showing up, so I had to like go and unsubscribe to him and then resubscribe to him, and now he just pops right back up in my feed again. It was a pain in the butt because I have no clue how many people that I'm following that's happening to as well that I'm not noticing. But if you notice people that you're following and they just quit making videos or something, look them up and unsubscribe and resubscribe, and maybe that'll fix it.
Yeah.
I know I've heard a few people say that there was something new with the Google notifications thing. And if you hadn't seen something in a while, it stopped notifying you. So when you go back to their homepage, that bell that's up by their name, you click on it, and it should start that back up again.
Huh. Yeah, because I've noticed there's been quite a few that I didn't know had. Of course, I haven't been able to really watch videos the last month or so just because it's been so busy. But I noticed there was a lot of people. I'm like, huh, are they not doing videos anymore? And then I go to their page and boom, go to their channel and they got videos. Well, they weren't popping up.
Yeah, that's one reason I knew it was happening with JT, because I subscribed to him so long ago that when you subscribed back then, you automatically got a bell.
Right.
And it automatically gave you a bell for that person. And it would pop up as a notification with me. And I saw the notification that day, and I was in the middle of watching some bunch of videos, and I was like, oh, I'll get to that in a minute. And when I was done with those, I went back and checked out my subscriptions, and it wasn't there. And I went through everything, and I'm like, oh, maybe he did it yesterday, and went all the way back through yesterday, couldn't find it. Finally clicked on his video and watched it and checked it out, and he released it like, an hour ago. It was weird.
I've only watched a couple of his videos. Does he cuss a bit in them?
No, not JT.
Okay.
He's a very nice Canadian guy.
All right, because there was another thing going on with Google and not Google, YouTube, and advertisers refusing to take and pay for advertising on videos of people that were swearing and cussing and the such. And because of that, the algorithm got changed, and then people were losing their notices, so they had to go back and resubscribe to them. I don't know if that's what's going on, but it's possible. I've heard of a lot of people complain about that. Especially, I like watching Minecraft videos, and a bunch of those guys were complaining about that as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in every little genre. Like if you Punky Rooster, she lost her AdSense, and they never gave her a reason or anything. But it was probably just like some, I don't want to call them clickbaity, because I thought they were just really funny titles that she had. Like she had one where she was having a problem with her rooster, and she put it up, and it was big cock problem. And I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny because that's technically correct. But that might have been one of the reasons that she got demonetized. I guess it was like, a multiple, headlines like that, or not headlines, but titles.
Yeah, because a lot of the advertisers are dropping their advertising for non-family friendly shows.
Yeah, which is pretty weird because that's how YouTube got big. It was not TV. It was not family friendly.
Yeah, it's pretty much uncensored.
Yep.
At least that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Well, even some of the huge channels were.
There he goes again.
I was wondering if he just paused or.
Did it cut out?
Yeah, you said even some of the big channels.
Yeah, even some of the big channels were complaining about that stuff.
Yeah, why somebody who's... Go ahead.
I was just like, what's his name that did the Pepsi run? Has all the the eating things. Just took a few Guinness records for eating stuff.
Ellie Beast.
Yes, I know he went off about it in a video. changed all that.
Yeah, that was the LA Beast, wasn't it? Yeah, you're out on us again.
Be him. I even bought his Christmas songs.
We got about 3 words that time.
Got a half one that time.
I was gonna say, Tom, say something. I see you on my screen. I wasn't sure if it froze or not.
No, actually, I gotta say hi to Brother Troll out there. I sent you an invite if you want to join in.
Is he out there?
Yeah, he's in the comments. Said hi. It's in Google Hangouts. But what were you saying, Dave?
I don't remember what I was saying. We were talking about LA Beast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't hear it. You just kept cutting out on us.
Huh. I don't remember what I was saying. We were talking about Crystal Pepsi. I even bought his song that he did, and they for Crystal Pepsi.
Yep. And did you see they even did a limited edition label with the LA Beast on it?
Yeah, and I wanted to get one. I couldn't find it.
Me either.
What's
I think I even
LA
commented.
Okay, both of you try again.
What's the LA Beast?
LA Beast is a guy that lives in California in the LA area, and he does weird and unusual things, from eating cactuses to drinking half a gallon of Frank's hot sauce to eating, what was it, 40 or so raw eggs to Carolina Reapers. He's got world's record for the most Carolina Reapers eaten in a minute, and a lot of different things. He's kind of an unusual character, and it takes a little bit to get used to him, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I think I have heard of that guy.
He
Like
just did the
hot sauce thing. That rings a bell.
yeah. He did the he just took the Guinness record for eating the most ghost peppers too.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in a foreign country, like in Southeast Asia or something?
Well, how long ago?
Like the video I saw was within a week. So
Okay, then
I don't know,
Oh, wow.
like a month or to a week ago.
Yeah, because LA Beast did it maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. So maybe somebody broke it, because the LA Beast, I think he went to LA to the Guinness offices there, and he actually pulled off like 4 or 5 different world records in one sitting while he was there.
Yeah.
Actually,
And
the
probably
one I just saw, it wasn't a world record. It said 200 grams in like 2 minutes or something.
Wow. Huh.
But it was someone I'm subscribed to. I guess they went to the event, but they didn't actually see the event.
Huh. I bet LAB sat in the ER for 2 days after all those runs he did.
Either that or had a porta potty all the way home.
Or some kind of like flush, or what is that, colon cleanse or something.
Yep. Because I think he did like the hot dogs and then he did something else. I was like, geez.
Nah, doing one's good enough.
Yeah.
If you can do one, like, you're cool. Like, you don't have to go any more than that.
Well, I know Johnny Scarborough, he's going to go for it eventually too.
What, the world record?
Yep.
Jeez, man.
I don't know if he's going to go for, I don't know if he's going to go for the Ghosts or if he's going to go for the Reapers.
Oh, either one. Ouch.
Well, I mean, he's already out eating anybody. He just doesn't, like he said, he's an endurance. He's more of an endurance than a speed guy. So now he's got to work on getting his speed up. I said, I think that's his secret. If you notice, he paces himself in his videos, one at a time, and then talks, eats, and I'm like, huh. I texted him the other day and said, I'm catching on to your little gimmicks.
That well, I mean, that works for a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the smarter way to do it. Munch them all up, make sure you like grind it all up and everything before you move on to another one instead of just trying to wolf them down, because that'll really mess you up. What's up, Miss Susan? I see you out there.
Oh, yeah, that was
an invite too if you would like to join in with us. Brother Troll says he doesn't have a mic or a webcam, so he can't join in.
Huh.
But I know Susan has all that stuff.
Come on, Susan. We will get you one day to join us.
She says, no gracias.
Huh. So, Rob, you got any powders going?
Do I have any going? I have a bunch stocked up right now, but I don't have anything in a dehydrator or anything right now.
No dehydrator. Okay.
My harvest this week is what was in that container in the video from Brendan. That was all I got for the entire week. So those are just going to be chop them up and munch on them, add them to pickles, that type of stuff.
Right. Well, mine was taking a break for about a week and a half, and now we're to the point where it's going to be running nonstop again, both of them.
Yeah, but you still have a few weeks left of your season, don't you?
Yeah. I went and checked tonight to check, like, next Tuesday, it's going to start cooling down a bit. And they're saying, like, up in the 60s and then 40s at night. And there's a few nights it looks like it's going to get down to low 40s. But
yeah, because they're saying temperatures like that here this week already.
Right.
We had one day already down to 38 overnight. And I didn't expect to find anything else on my plants, but they all went into overdrive mode.
Wow. I mean, technically, it can frost at 38.
Yeah. My far back garden is all pretty much done, but yeah, my peppers are still kind of hanging in there.
Nice. It looks like I've got about 15.
Go ahead.
Rab, you made a noise.
Yeah, then I said, go ahead.
My bad. Keep going. Just doing behind the scenes stuff.
We talked about before we went live.
No. I started talking the same time you did, and you said about 15, and then you stopped, and I stopped. And I was waiting for you.
I think it looks like I got about 15 to 20 pounds still up there to pick at the main plot. And I said, I think after that, it looks like it's going to be just a few handfuls here. At my house now, everything's still kicking it. I mean, they're just pumping them still. The church plot just got destroyed just because we had, cool down week a few weeks ago, and then it just skyrocketed temperature wise, and the sun has just been brutal on that plot, and it just dry. I mean, it looks pitiful up there. There's a lot of peppers, right? But plants themselves are saying, we're done. Please pick us.
Hey, Rev, are you looking at the chat?
No, I'm not.
Take a look at the chat ones.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, Brother Troll. If you go to Google Hangouts on your phone, and all you have to do is accept, and you should be right in there.
I think that would apply to Susan as well.
If I could get her to come up, that's what I've been doing this whole time. She said she doesn't know how to work it. I guarantee all I have to do is send her an invite. All she has to do is accept, and bang, it'll work. But for some reason, that's why I checked on my phone. I'm following her, and all I have to do is type her name in, and I do that, and then she just doesn't pop up. Like when I typed your names in, I just typed in, what did I type in? Like GRO, and Dave popped up, and then I just typed in RO, and Rob popped up. Yes, we can all see each other. Yeah, but we can't see you, Susan.
No.
You just double check something, maybe.
Ask her if she still has that mini Kang. Susan, you still got that mini Kang? You can bring that on with you.
Hope I just changed circles to. Oops. Still microphone.
I think it's funny. You look like you're like in the professional studio, got this microphone in front of you and headset.
But the headset's not on.
Yeah. And it's funny, I can hear on like on revs, I can hear the background.
I'm just sitting here in the house. It's just me and the dog. Don't be surprised if you start hearing thunder. There's another cell coming through again. I'm starting to hear it.
Oh, geez.
Nice. I love the rain.
Yeah, but the dog is going to jump up in my lap pretty quick if it gets much worse.
That's not a bad thing.
No, at least he's not as big as your little lady.
Oh, she likes to hop on a lap too.
Yeah. Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Mark's on here.
Mark made it.
Whatever happened to you getting a pity from Tori?
I don't know.
That answered. Speaking of him, I haven't heard from him.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't either. I heard from, but I did hear from him after a hurricane or two or something, because he had a couple dog videos, really cute little pitties.
Yeah. I think it's probably been. Well, no, he texted me. It was probably about 4 or 5 days ago. He's supposed to be. He's going to be supplying a few peppers for that. I think I said that last week for the pepper eating contest at the Chili Fest at the end of the month. Him and Chili Wonka.
Nice. Is that? I never knew how to pronounce this. Is that Gapy's grub or is that Gappy's grub? They said, "Hey, y'all."
Hey.
But I just wanted to ask because I never knew how to pronounce that, and I always see it in writing, but I never actually hear it.
I know.
Oh, okay.
She's got some amazing stuff going on.
Let's try this again. I don't understand why it doesn't just pop right up. Every time I ever do that, it just pops right up.
What are you trying to do?
Get Susan to pop up.
Susan, did you block him?
Probably. This guy just leave me alone, for crying out loud. And Susan, if you give me your email address that you use for Hangouts, I can pop you in here. For some reason, it's not popping up just by typing your name. It's asking me for either your name or the email address, and I'm doing the name, and it's not popping up for some reason. I actually went and I made sure that I was following you, and then I followed you on another circle or whatever too, just to make sure there was multiple dealies. I don't know why it didn't work. Kind of funny watching 30 seconds delay.
Are you paying attention to the comments then?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I got nothing, so that's all you.
I have the Hangouts window on 2/3 of the screen and then just enough of the comments from the main channel so I can see the comments going by.
What are you on? What are you looking at right now, Dave? The Hangout screen?
Just, I'm looking at you.
It's not a Hangout screen or anything?
No, because I'm on my phone. So it literally just pops up with, like, right now I got Rob on the screen. Then down at the bottom, it shows all three of us, but it just shows the name of whoever's actually on my screen.
Ah.
But did you open a Google Hangouts app to get to that place, or how did you get that window open?
All I do when somebody else just joined in. Jeez.
Where the hell's the camera point on this thing? We're gonna put the phone now.
No, Rob, when Tom sends me the call, it calls on my phone and I just hit it and then it comes on. I don't have to do it. I don't do anything else. It's like doing, like, if I would call you on Google and it was just the two of us, we weren't going to live it. It's just like having that live video call.
So who is?
That's what I was going to say. Who's trying to come on?
Brother Trollforge.
Ah.
Yeah, if I can figure this thing out.
That's my favorite part, is watching everybody that first gets on, like, try to get oriented.
What's on your face right now?
What's on someone's face?
Tim was asking where the camera was pointing, so it's on your face right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah,
yep, we got
you. The little icon in the bottom there that shows my picture is inside my focal length for the glasses. So it's either I take the glasses off and I can see the little picture, or put the glasses on, I can see everything else.
Gaby's Grove has a question. They were asking, why is my Reaper taking so long to produce pods? I started it last November, and it didn't start setting pods till this week, and the weather's starting to cool off.
Did you say it's a Reaper?
Yep. That's one reason right there. They take a long time to start setting.
They are definitely a very long season variety.
Yeah, I planted mine November 1st. It came up November 15th, and I had like 3 flowers, and it quit flowering, and I still have not gotten any flowers back. It's one of the ones on the windowsill.
Huh.
But I cut it back, so it's going to do something.
Is it cooler where she's at?
Well, she said the weather's starting to cool off, so.
Right. I mean, they really are a long season variety. They take for, I mean, unless you get some really good hot weather, then they will actually start putting out a little quicker. But this year I was picking Reapers in the end of July.
She said it had a ton of flowers, but they all fell off until recently, and it was an extremely hot summer, which it was here too.
Huh.
That's an interesting
Real
one.
hot. Was it hot and humid there?
Were you asking if it was really hot? Because she said yes, it was.
Yep. Okay. That will also stop them from going to. Will make them drop buds also.
Yeah, it's what did it to me last year.
Yep. My place now, that it's cooler in degrees like it was just 4 days ago.
And she says they were in a greenhouse too, so kind of humid in there. And that's where mine were last year when it was extremely hot. And they started setting flowers, and then poof, all of them disappeared, and it didn't put out flowers until it cooled off a lot. So that could be part of it.
Yeah.
And Mark asked what the Scoville rating on Sugar Rush Red is. He can't find any information on the red. So I don't know, but I would say it's right there with most of Sugar Rush, right? About 30 to 60.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's right around the same thing as the peach.
I don't know if you're hearing that or not, but thunder loud enough to make the house shake just now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tim, you there? There you are. Are you guys getting snow up there?
Yeah, no, not yet.
You keep that stuff. Fair we do, but I don't want the cold temps. That's what I don't. I don't like that cold. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's what do you think is cold, right?
Yeah. Once we get down,
it's minus 40 out, and I walk out to get the mail in bare feet.
Oh, geez. I'd be a big baby. I'd whine all winter long if it was that cold.
Oh, we got about 3 weeks of minus 40.
Jeez. Wow. I bet you don't deal with many bugs up there, do you?
Oh, my. Mosquitoes that'll carry you away.
Yeah. You got to figure he's only about, I think I figured it out to be around 500 miles from me. In the minus 40s, the minus 40s, we get those here quite often. So, yeah, it depends on what your definition of cold is.
That's cold.
Yeah, and I'm much further east than I am north of you, Rob.
Yeah. I kind of figured out right in the general area of where you were by your description, and yeah. But you know, minus 40 can hurt.
Yeah. I'm getting cold just thinking of that.
Come visit me in February. You can experience it.
That's the whole reason I moved out of Pittsburgh and just kept going south.
Yeah. I only went 2 hours south, but I did go further south.
Worst part is I moved away twice and came back twice.
Oh, jeez.
Glutton for punishment.
It snowed in Great Falls, Montana today. That's where I'm from. I'm in Washington now. That was from Gappies. And Mark Neff, we are dropping to the high 60s in Missouri next week. Yeah, it was 63 for a high here today.
That was nice today, but like right now, it's got to be like 60 or 65 right now. It's just way too cold. I might have to shut this back door. I already put an Afghan on the bed.
Oh, shit. Man, we're only going down. We're going down to 49. I think it's supposed to be near 80 degrees.
Fat on these bones. I don't have any insulation at all.
You need to come here and eat once in a while.
Have like all the good stuff, like chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes and.
All right, you're making me hungry.
Mark wants to know where we all live. He knows Dave's in West Virginia. Dang, man, he was on the ball. It took me like 3 months before I figured that one out. Nah, I'm just joking. And he knows Rob's in Minnesota. And I'm in North Carolina, North Kakalaki. Brother Troll, where at in Canada are you?
I'm halfway between Ottawa, the nation's capital, and Montreal, Quebec.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Sitting 7 kilometers. What's that?
Is it 3 miles?
Something like that. From the river, the Ottawa River, and the Ottawa River is the dividing line between Zone 3 and Zone 4.
So close.
Oh,
So how far are you from JT?
actually, I'm closer to Rev.
And I'm pretty sure you told me that before, and I was like, nah, that can't be true. And I looked it up. I'm like, no, he really is. Like, even like driving.
Wow. So is he farther north or?
He is farther north, but he's also 2 days west.
Yeah, he's like like above North Dakota, like I think the west part of North Dakota. He's like straight up, like across the border and then up a little bit. If I remember correctly. There's tons of lakes up there, and he's by one of those lakes.
Huh.
When he was moving there, I was like, dude, all you got to do is go fishing, and you can get some free aquaponic fish. That didn't work out good. Jeez, stop. Hey. Oh.
So Gappy asks, what's your
Yeah, I
favorite?
hope that the pause is easier for him for that than they are for me.
What did Gabby ask?
What's your favorite pepper that you grew this year?
Dear Lord.
Same as last year, Peach Ghost, Sugar Rush Peach, and Yellow Moruga, even though I haven't tried them yet.
But
There's
that's
always
true.
gotta
She only asked for one.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's always got to be one in the crowd.
There's something there for everybody.
Yeah. I don't know if
It's
I could
really lousy. Go ahead, Dave.
I just I don't know if I could actually answer that yet because I'm still there's a few varieties that I got going that I haven't tried yet.
It was such a lousy year here. The only thing that fruited for me so far is the cayenne. So
Hey, that's an excellent variety, but
actually,
I don't know, Rob.
I'll be digging plants up and bringing them into the greenhouse tomorrow.
Oh, geez.
And JT just got done with all his.
Huh. Rob, what was your favorite?
The ahi lemon drop is still by far my most favorite. That's why I have 3 of them versus the other plants where I only have 1 or 2 of. Tiger's teeth is right up there, but the ahi lemon drop, I like the extra citrus that you get with it.
Yeah. I kind of we all know I'm with I've grown that one for what five seasons now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's my all-time go. It's my go-to. That's why I push it with sales. Like I got that, the restaurant. I got another restaurant that's interested in it now. So I told him, I said, I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, it's like it's probably the most versatile pepper there is.
If you asked, she has 3 ahi lemon, but they're just so small she doesn't know what to do with them. Bring them in. Bring them inside. Throw them under some lights. Worst thing that happens is they grow, and you might have to trim them back and throw them back out next year. They'll have a head start. I hope that I can catch it good enough where I can pull them all back inside before it gets too cold and trim them all up and this year. Have them going all winter long. No promises, but that's the plan. You know what a plan is.
Yeah, we proved that. We proved that a few times.
Rev, look at the chat.
I know, Dave. Did you ever try the ahi verde, the green unripe one?
No, I didn't. And you know what? Now that she reminded me of that, I'm going to go pick one tomorrow morning and take it to work with me, and we'll try it. So that way I can let her know. I just totally forgot about that. I keep picking them red.
Jane says ahi lemon drop. 8rod 8 says, "What's the hottest pepper you have all eaten?"
Now, before you answer that, those 2 guys that you just read off were in Brendan's video as well.
Oh, sweet. More pepper lovers. That's Minnesota, right? I got that right.
Yep.
Okay.
MN is Minnesota.
Yeah, Mark, that was Minnesota, which is MI, right?
No, that's Michigan.
Okay, he was right on that, but I read it wrong then. MN is Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then what? ME is Maine.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We're going to have a test here before the end of this.
Where's my pen?
That'll be at the trivia section towards the end.
So what's the hottest pepper you've eaten?
Start with you, Rob.
Straight up, I've not eaten a real whole lot of a whole one, but dried I've had Reaper. I've had a lot of my scorpion powder too, but never one straight up.
That's you, Brother Troll.
I don't know. I don't really have much experience with the super hots. I eat the ghost peppers like they're candy. The Scotch bonnets I sent you the seeds for, they're not as hot as the ghost, but so at this moment, probably the ghost is the hottest I've eaten until some of that seed that you sent me started producing.
Yeah, that's a good one. It used to be the world's hottest pepper.
Yeah, it was. I'm growing a native boot right now.
A native
Yeah,
boot?
Yeah, the actual boot jalokia from India. Somebody sent me seeds from it. They were in India and actually, I guess, I'm going to say this on camera. Hopefully there's not too many people watching that can get me in trouble, but he smuggled out boot jalokia seeds from India. And
Nothing
it's amazing.
International smuggling ever gets into trouble.
Yeah. I just won't say his name, but I am growing it here in West Virginia. So, and it's amazing how the ghost pepper is not what the true boot jalokia really it looks like. They have changed so much over the years. It's actually smaller. Now, of course, I'm growing it in a bucket, so that could be affecting it. I'm going to put one in ground next year just to see what it does in ground, because a lot of times in ground, they tend to actually, they'll grow true to their size and that. But
well, so Dave, what was your hottest pepper that you ate?
Good God. I don't know. Take your pick. I have a cross out there now. That is the main parent is the Moruga Satan. And we tried it at work, and the college guys that ate it, they literally went marching around the store because they could not stand still. It was so stinking hot. But then we tried the Reaper. None of them have ever had the Reaper. So then we had the Reaper 2 days later, and I looked at them and I said, and that's why it's the Guinness World Record holder. Now that cross, I don't know. It stayed around a lot longer, and I think the burn was it was pretty strong, but I don't know. I've had quite a few that were really, really, really ridiculous and not made for human consumption.
So, Rev, what was yours?
Well, I had my tongue on a Reaper, and it was nothing at all compared to when I had that Brazilian brain strain. That felt like it was like 4 or 5 times hotter. It was just a whole new level. I've never known like what that saying meant, like consumed with fire, but I did that time. Like it literally felt like I was gonna spontaneously combust. Like I felt like I was just gonna just go up in flames. Which a lot of them, like you feel that way. Like you can feel like a heat radiating from within. This was like a heat radiating from like from outside, like inward. I don't know. It was like something focusing the heat or something. But yeah, that wasn't good. That's on video, by the way. If you want to watch it, you can just go check
Yes, it
out my videos.
I do believe you were texting me that night after you did the video.
I don't know what I did after that video.
That thing crushed you afterwards.
I haven't done a I haven't done a pod review since.
Oh, wow, that was your last one, wasn't it?
Yep. That's why I haven't picked off the Sugar Rush. I'm like, nah, I can wait. That last one caught me by surprise. That one really caught me by surprise because by that point I already did like the King Naga. I did the Peach Ghost, the Ghost, the Yellow Maruga. I mean, those are pretty much like the upper ones. But all of those, like, no big deal. I flew right through all that stuff. And then the very next one, I'm like, oh, yeah, Brazilian brain strain. This one's going to be really bad, but I can handle it. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm perfectly honest with that. That's the one that I could not handle. It was beyond. And I'm growing 3 again this year. I don't know what I'm going to do with the pods. I think I'm just going to, like, send the seeds out to other people and punish them. Like, you got to try them. You're growing them. You got to try them.
Well, you can send some my way. The pods,
yeah.
that is. But I can see 2 names of people on the chat right now that would probably enjoy them very much.
Oh, speaking of the chat. Oh, okay. We finally got done with one question. All right. That only took like 12 minutes. Sorry, people. Okay, you just meant the peppers are small, not the plants. With the ahi lemon that were outside. I don't know. I'd still bring them in if it's starting to get cold.
Is that Susan?
No, Gapey.
Okay.
And then Mark says it sounds like Dave needs a 30-day to do a 30-day review if he's got more to try. His favorite is Sugar Rush so far was the ahi. Yeah, Dave just got done with 30-30 challenge. 30 taste tests in 30 days. I barely squeaked by on that last one, and that's why I didn't even do a video today. I was like, screw that, I'm done. Just give me like a couple days.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, because I got stuff here that I got to do.
I didn't have anything to do, but I was like, nah, I just need a break.
Yeah, that's why I said, I was like, I haven't picked it up. I wanted to do an update because I haven't, obviously haven't done an update video at all since doing that 30-30, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even.
Susan says, I believe the Peruvians eat them green like we eat jalapenos green.
What, the birdie?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. I told her, I said, it's just kind of hard to judge. It's like, the but when they first come out, obviously they're not going to have a whole lot of flavor profile yet because they literally just started forming. I'm looking at them going, is there a way to tell with the green that, whether they're much, closer to going ripe or I don't know. I've been trying to watch them, but I totally forgot about it the last couple of months. And I have a ton of them out there. Uh-oh, thunder must have kicked in.
Yeah, he got scared and came up to my feet and needed to get up.
She just wanted to get in the video. There she is.
Yeah, just a little fuzzball he is. Okay, enough of him.
Dave, do you know that verde means green in Spanish?
Yep. Yeah, she actually told me that, and that's when I was like, huh, well, that makes sense.
I always forget that, but every time I read it, I'm like, oh, right, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know. It's like a verde sauce. Verde sauce is either green, and I'm like, duh.
I just think back to like Spanish 1, Spanish 2, Spanish 3, Spanish 4. You know, all the classes I didn't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Oh man, there people in the chat want to see Murph.
Hey, he got his moment of fame, and that's good enough. So
It wasn't enough. They need more.
No. I don't know if he didn't like me talking over or what, but he jumped down and went back to his bed. So, yeah. That was a big crack of thunder. It made the house shake even worse. You might have saw me jump a little while ago.
Yeah. Huh.
Fun stuff.
What's up, Callie?
I'd love to hear some thunder right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but it's been raining so much over like the last 2 months. I think we're good on rain for quite a while.
Not
My
here. We
driveway was
need
flooded
some.
like for half the summer.
Yeah, that's what I said. You would think with almost 13 inches of rain in July, and what they say we had 9, I think, the first or 8 or 9, the first half of August or whatever it was. You would think our water plane would be pretty high right now. Well, apparently it's not as high as they thought it was because everything is like dying. It's so dry. The grass looks like the middle to end of July right now. It's all
Ours is nice and green.
brown. There's nice green.
But I mean, I also have, you know, a bunch of swamps in my yard too, so I'm sure that's helping out. I'm happy when the swamps aren't in the yard.
Yeah, that was July here.
Yeah, July was terrible for rain up here too.
This is See, that's what I've been hearing from a lot of people saying this has got to be one of the rainiest seasons they remember in a long time.
We alternated between too much rain and too much heat.
Yep, that's what we're doing. Back and forth.
I'm on 180 feet of sand, so 2 days after we're flooded, it's dry again.
Jeez.
A-Rod wants to know what our most prized plant we're growing is. Ooh, most prized.
Huh.
I don't know, anybody growing anything illegal? Figured I'd ask. I don't know. It'd have to be on mine. It'd have to be something, either one of the super hots, which I probably couldn't pick one, or I don't know, maybe the indigo rose tomato. There, we'll go with that one.
I don't know. Do opium pops count?
Hey, Rob, I can hear your thunder now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting loud here.
Huh.
I can turn the gain on the mic down a little bit, maybe.
No, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
Then I'll turn the gain back up.
Don't cut us off from the thunder.
Yeah. I'd have to say my most prized plant is my scorpion. Just because of its age and how much I've gotten from it.
That's a definition of a pepper tree right there.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't seen it in the last couple of weeks. It got trimmed way, way, way back.
They like that.
Yeah, but it's coming back with a huge vengeance. Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll do another video on the shop plants and let you see. But I've been putting it off because, you know, yeah, whatever. So you can see them in a couple of days. Uh-oh, Dave's thinking hard.
I know. Can you see the smoke?
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe the video was messing up.
Thanks. It's hard to. I'm going to pull a rev. It's hard to pick one.
That's why I went rogue. I was like, oh, yeah, it's probably one of those super hot peppers. Nope, tomato. Hit you with a curveball.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to picture them all out there. I'd say it's going to be one of the ones that's in the bucket because after all the ones that, you know, the special varieties and new stuff. I don't know. The one is a tree. It's the 7-pop lava bubblegum cross that I got from Justin White. It came out chocolate. And he said it's supposed to be red, which I have one up at the church plot, and it's actually red. So he was pretty pumped when he seen the chocolate pods coming out on that. It's actually it's pretty impressive. And it's just in a 5-gallon bucket. I swear it's up to my shoulder now. I'd say plant-wise, that would be that one. Variety-wise, yeah. I think I'm most impressed with that Creola Cella just because of the flavor of it.
Did Troll say what his most prized plant is?
No, I didn't. It would have to be actually my horseradish. I've been moving these things around with me for more than 20 years.
Oh, geez.
That's commitment.
That's impressive. Huh.
Yeah, well, I need to be committed, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, because those, what, you have to like grow them for at least 5 years before you can harvest at all?
More like 3.
Okay. Am I thinking of ginger? Something? I don't
Ginger's
know.
too-
No, ginger you can harvest the same year.
But they're both roots, right?
Yep.
What's the one I'm thinking of? Was it echinacea? There was one of
No,
them. Oh, sorry, good.
you can harvest echinacea the second year. Asparagus, you usually don't get that's worth eating until about 5 years in.
Maybe that's what it was. My buddy was trying to get me to plant it all over the back hill because apparently it likes sandy conditions and on a hill, and it's supposed to be like, I forget what it was, west facing or east facing, one of them. All the conditions lined up, but it would take like 5 years. And never jumped into it.
Wow.
It was one of those ones where like, oh, just spend like a few $100 and we'll get a whole pile of them. We'll plant them and they'll just grow. And in 5 years, we'll have like $100,000. And I'm like, yeah, I don't believe that. I'm definitely going to kill some things.
Oh, maybe that's ginseng. That's the only root I can think of that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them he was talking about. Susan asked, does anyone ever try to grow wasabi? We got everybody on their most prized plant, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for some reason, I was doubting myself there. Like, Rob didn't get to talk, but no, you said the scorpion. Susan asked, anyone ever try growing wasabi?
No.
Nope, I found out it will grow up here.
I found out that like we almost never have had wasabi. I didn't know that forever. Like my buddy got into wasabi, and that was he was trying to get me to grow wasabi too. But no, he he was telling me that like it's so expensive that you almost never actually run into it when you go to a Chinese or a sushi place or whatever, and you get that green paste. Usually it's like a horseradish paste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's made out of.
Yeah.
Because wasabi goes bad in about 4 hours.
Oh dang. Yeah, I heard it's really expensive, so I guess that's probably why, right?
Yeah.
Good reason.
Wow.
But some friends of mine were growing it up here, so hopefully I'll get some seed from them this year.
That would be awesome. Gaby said she's growing horseradish, but been wanting to try growing wasabi.
Wow. All right, fellas, it's my time to knock off here. I'm gonna play the pansy tonight. Don't have too much. Hey, Rob, private message me and send me your address when you get a chance.
All right.
So, all right, fellas, it's been fun. I will see you guys next week.
All
Alrighty, Mr. Dave. Enjoy your week.
All right, I will.
Have a good one, man.
Don't make fun of me after I get off here.
We are about how old you are and how early you have to go to bed.
You know.
The worst part is I can't make old fart jokes either because I'm the oldest one. Well, Mark might be older.
When he texted me earlier, I texted him back and said, well, I got to knock off about 11:30. I said, and then you guys can make fun of me for being old after I get off.
we would never do that.
Not at all. I'll rewatch this once it's up.
Oh, right. Okay. Mental note. Don't make it live.
Intentionally.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys. Hopefully y'all go back in next week.
Be back here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, dude. See ya.
All right.
Well, I
I'll
got
see you guys.
the app installed on the phone now.
And we'll see you back here next week, Dave.
Ha, so there. Yeah, he gets up early in the morning. I don't.
It's great. Susan says every party has a pooper.
I don't know how black pepper is grown. Isn't that a kernel inside like a nut in a fruit?
No, it is the seed of a cherry type fruit.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because don't you have to dry off the outer part to harvest the inner part and then grind that up for pepper?
Well, the black part, if I understood it correctly when I was being told about this by somebody who actually grows it as a house plant, the black part is the dried fruit, and the white part inside is the seed.
Okay.
Did not know that.
But I know somebody who grows it as a house plant.
Yeah, because Mark is asking if black pepper is hard to grow. And I have no idea.
It's equatorial.
Okay.
I don't think it'll grow outside above zone 10 or something.
Yeah, probably not.
Wow, my computer's lagging because Dave's still on.
Is he still on? I thought he disappeared.
Oh, I got the cell phone sitting on the computer screen so that I can read the comments.
Yeah, 30-second delay there. Between the two.
I got cut up by the rabbits yesterday.
Ouch.
What, the back claws?
Yeah, but all three of them were males, so they're bound for the pot.
Said so nonchalantly, just like when my neighbor came over and he was like, "Oh man, I found one of your roosters. It's dead over here." I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's probably a bunch more too."
Yeah, something got into my turkey pen and killed everything but one.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yes, that does, Tom.
So I've been getting up 3 or 4 times in the night with a gun to go look.
Oh, I know that game. The night after what I called the duck massacre. 13 ducks all displaced. I ended up with 2, or no, I got 3 out of I think it was 13. It's all that survived. And I had many a nights where I left the garage door open and all the lights off and just kept looking out there, opening the door nonchalantly, and kept the 22 by the back door. I ended up seeing a coyote, which nobody knew coyotes were around here. And I saw one in person, and then I got one on trail cam too.
Oh, yeah. Well, it weren't no coyote for the turkeys because it got in through a hole under the fence that was barely big enough for me to put my arm through.
What would that be? A possum? A coon?
We don't have possums up here. Might have been a coon. It might have been a marten, which is like a weasel, only bigger.
Oh, those guys.
Or
Martins.
fish.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. Rod says Rob had the power pop out on him. Holy crap. I just looked at the screen. He was right there. And I noticed a comment popped up and I saw that and I'm like, no, he's right here. And then I looked again and no, he's gone. But yeah, those martins, weasels, all those things are no, the martins, the bigger one.
It's bigger than a weasel, yeah. A fisher is even bigger than a marten.
Yeah, and then a wolverine's the top weasel, isn't it?
Yep.
Those things are so amazing. I love those things.
Just don't want to get close to them.
No, just watch them from afar, which most people never get to see. There's some weird documentary on YouTube that I watched about wolverines, and it was really cool. They had a few of them that they had in captivity and stuff like that, but it was I think it was a team that went out to like try to find wolverines, and they took like, I forget how many weeks before they finally stumbled across one. It was really good documentary.
Yeah, I follow a guy. Can't remember the name of his channel. Andrew.
Wild North.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I've been following him for like 5 years.
Yeah, he's shown quite a few wolverines on his channel over the past couple of years.
That was the first time I ever actually saw Wolverine, was on his channel. And he did not mess around. He was like, oh, look over there, guys. There's a Wolverine. Okay, bang. Like, he did not mess around at all.
Yep.
But I don't blame them, because they are. I mean, I thought they were like actually pretty crazy critters until I watched that documentary, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, they'll mess you up if they're around you, but for the most part, they just want to be well away from you, like most animals. I guess Rob's power's still out.
My phone's about to die. I'm down to 12%. But it's almost past my bedtime anyway.
Oh, maybe that's a sign then. Dave's got to go. Rob has to go. Mark said Wolverines are very resourceful when it comes to finding food. Yeah, that's what that documentary was saying. And that's actually how they were catching some, where they were putting up like crazy little traps with food in there. And it was only because they were so crazy that the Wolverine was so brazen that they actually caught them. Like, they were cautious enough not to get caught on a simple trap, but they were complex traps enough that the Wolverine thought he had it, and, well, not.
Yeah, they don't come this far south.
Actually, that same documentary, they found them all the way into Michigan, because Michigan's the Wolverine state, even though I forget what they said in the documentary, like 160 years, they've never seen a Wolverine. But now, because of trail cams, they identified a few. They identified some, I believe, in Colorado, I think. It was something about as far south as that. I'm not positive on the Colorado, but it was somewhere in like the middle of the United States-ish.
Yeah, well, down through the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, that's where they. Stream buffering on my on the browser, but I can hear you.
Yeah, my phone just kicked me off the Wi-Fi. Yeah, let's start using data during a live stream. It says I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. Why is it? I don't know.
Okay, well, back on the browser. I guess eat the food off and get out of the trap. I guess he's talking about the Wolverine. I guess. But would you say you only had how many more minutes you got on, or percentage you got on your?
I don't know. My that bar's gone away.
You don't have enough bars to know how many bars you have.
I'm down to 8% power, so it's going to kick me off. It's going to kick me off any minute.
All right. Well, heck, we've got a couple viewers out there. You want to plug yourself, Brother Troll? Give your channel a shout out and tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Soul Forge. I don't know. I don't know what to say about myself. I do all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah, anything you can think of.
Anything that needs to be done around here, I generally film it.
Yep. Same here, except for that washer. That's because I just haven't fixed it yet.
That and filming, putting the dome light in the right way around.
Oh, jeez, oh, man. That was so horrible. I didn't even think to do that. I felt so dumb because I even like messaged the guy that sold me them. I'm like, they're not, like, half of them don't even work. That's what they said too. And it was like, I already sent the message off to them. And then Rob sent me a comment back like, hey, did you try them the other way? And I'm like, why would I do that? And then the guy sent me a message back like, did you try them the other way? And I thought, oh man, I'm going to be dumb on this one, aren't I? And then I went out there and sure enough, they work.
Yeah, well, Rob had already got that comment up by the time I saw you put it in and try and turn it on. So I just kept my mouth shut for a change. And my phone is critically low. So I'm going to sign off.
All righty. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. And heck, welcome to come back next week. We're doing this again next week, every Monday. So,
well, I installed the app now, so I might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Rev, we'll catch you later.
All righty. Take it easy.
Ciao, man.
Next Monday's Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Oh, next Monday's Thanksgiving.
All right, Canadian Thanksgiving. Wait, that's on a Monday?
Apparently.
Yes.
Wait. I'm on the wrong month. Yes, it's a Monday.
It's weird. I'm used
Anyway, we do Thanksgiving dinner on the Sunday anyway, so we'll catch you next week.
Okie dokie.
Ciao, man.
Later.
What?
Sorry, that was funny.
All right. Let's see what we got
Dave
here.
asks, so how about JT and I hope I'm closer to Rev? What? No way! And Rev goes, yeah, I checked it out on the map.
Oh, okay.
Rev is like 12 hours south.
Okay.
And JT's like 2.5 days west.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, Mark, I'm throwing, Troll Forge is name in the chat there. So all you have to do is just throw that up in YouTube and you'll find his channel. Every time I type that in, it pops right up. And who else do we got here? Mark says, keep losing you. All I see. So I'll see y'all next time. Missed your channel. Oh, all right, because I put that in there for you. BD Beat says, what's up, everybody? I'm late this week. What's up, Pitbull? Hey, what's up, BD Beats? Yeah, it is late. Everybody's already gone. So I was just about to call it quits. Got the little Pitbull over here, and she needs to go get a flea bath. So I'm going to hop off of here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, checking everything out. I'm gonna throw one of those thumbs up down below. We always appreciate that. We'll be back next Monday, doing the same thing. If you want to be on, hit me up, and we'll see if we can make that happen. Otherwise, might have everybody that was on here this week. Maybe we can convince Miss Susan to be on here next week, or maybe I can make it work. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and checking out what's going on, and appreciate all y'all being out there. So till next week, we'll catch y'all later. Till then.